The Big 500. Wowie zowie. Seriously though, this is absolutely insane, and I can't thank you guys enough for this. Can't believe I got this far after making crappy stop motions on a pool table. I even made a new profile picture and banner to celebrate. Wow. Of course, like the other subscriber milestone things, I'll give you guys some updates on the progress of stuff I'm working on, starting with what most of you are probably here for. Dude, I just gave you a 30-minute chapter, relax. But actually though, I'm gonna be taking a bit of a break from Monster because the last two major vids I've been working on were both NGC related, and I would like to not open a sprite every single day. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed chapter 5. I was a little worried people wouldn't like it that much, but they do, so yay. Also, since chapter 5 is essentially the end of the first act of Monster, the next part isn't gonna be Serped Part 2. There's gonna be a little intermission between, chapter 5.5 if you will. Because, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be chapter 5.5, so like... Yeah, bet most of you didn't even know I was working on a Mega Man Unlimited video. And to be fair, I wasn't, but I finally got the footage I needed for the whole game, which is pretty freaking radical. For anyone who's been waiting for over 2 years, holy shit. You might remember the plan I had for it, which is to make one video that's essentially just a long play, like my most popular video, Jesus Christ. 16,000 views? Oh my god. And another video that will be more of an in-depth, heavy air quotes, review of the game. Sort of like Bakuri Box 12's reviews, which by the way you should totally check out, he's pretty funny.
I don't think I'll ever be flaccid again.
But yeah, Unlimited tomorrow. Long ago, in the time before time, this used to be a stop motion channel. Why did I stop? And no, I just got too lazy. I still have some stop motions I never uploaded, so I'll probably post them together in one video, and eventually I would like to make more stop motions. I just have no idea when. Alright, so a few days ago I made a post for you guys to ask questions for this video, and now I'm gonna answer them. I'm gonna do this with no script because I'm too lazy. SWC Knight asks, are there some inspiration for Monster? If so, what are they? I mean, Chaos, Pasta, and Compassion are probably the biggest in terms of fan stories. Christy Job 832 asks, do you like Doors likes? Doors the Foundation, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Roblox in like 2 years minimum, but I remember playing Doors and I thought it was pretty good. Noah9172 has a lot of questions. First one, any scrapped ideas for bosses slash levels slash worlds in Monster? There's a lot. Jesus, I'll just say a few. Originally, Chapter 1 was gonna have Godzilla Jr. and Mothra Lava in Monster Island. Instead of Malus, it would have been like a multi-armed golden statue thing. And there's also this image. No, I will not elaborate. Favorite Prism Keeper in terms of design and lore? Out of the 3 that have been released so far, Opha, definitely, for both design and lore. If Anthony had picked any other monsters aside from Gigan, who would they be? Well, I say it in the original Chapter 3 and the redo. It's pretty much all the bosses from Monster of Monsters. What's your favorite video game OSTs you listen to? The video game music I listen to most is probably Persona. It's really good. In fact, you're listening to Persona music right now. Wow! Can it spin in all directions? No. Your favorite Zone Fighter or Ultra Series Kaiju? Zone Fighter, definitely Mogranda. Ultra Series Kaiju though, there's a lot of good ones there. I don't know if I can pick one. King, final answer. Ever considered watching the tokusatsu series Iron King? No, not really. Like, I watched Zagorudan's video on it, and that was like the first time I'd heard of it, and it didn't really interest me. Yusuf Amohandi, really hope I didn't butcher that, sorry, asked if Yongari didn't leave Anthony, what would happen? Well, he would have stayed with Anthony. That's pretty simple. Gene Simon asks, if you were in charge of making a hideous Godzilla peanuts pasta version of NES Godzilla Monster, what would you do? Well, I made like a whole planning document for this actually, a while ago. I know it'd be interesting for me to just rattle off some of the ideas I had, but obviously Gigan would be the main monster, and then I think the secondary team member was going to be Optics. Like, that was the plan. And I can say that now, because Chapter 5 is actually out. I posted the planning doc on the Transcendence Team Discord server, so if you want to know my full ideas, just go there. Though I haven't updated it for Chapter 5 stuff, so yeah. Hell Knight asks, what's your boss's each world's favorite food? I assume that's like, what's the favorite food of each boss from each world? Norin? I know, like anything she can find, she's pretty much just an animal. Malice? Raw meat? And Ofa? I know, what do bugs eat? Sap. His favorite food is tree sap. The 14th Gamer asks, first question, what favorite Mega Man game do you like the most? Mega Man 9. It's my favorite. And 2, which monster chapter do you consider to be the best? Chapter 5. Only reason I'm not saying Chapter 4 is because it's too bloated, and I hate it. Why is it? I hate that it's 50 minutes long. Voider X asks, what is the messenger's goal with Anthony? To get Megan collect the prisms, obviously. Is Yongari an anti-hero? Is he good, bad, or neutral? I'd say overall he's mostly neutral. What really are the combined monsters? How are they made? The cartridge's original goal was to have 2 Monster of Monsters bosses reappear in each world. But then Anthony tried to screen record the cartridge, which then bugged it out, so that made the monsters fuse. Also, does Anthony pirate video games? Hell yeah, he does, mate. What true blue Aussie gamer wouldn't pirate games, mate? Yeah, essay. Cartoon Dragon, aka Tripod96, asks, what's your favorite idea? I assume it's like related to Monster. My favorite idea from Monster is, you know what, I like the genetics level. Favorite NPC or mini-boss from a world of NES Godzilla Monster? NPC, obviously Optics, she's like the only one with a personality. And mini-boss, probably Pharaoh from Neograb. 3, favorite level from Monster? Again, probably the genetics level maybe, I don't know. Number 4, favorite fan story? Chaos Pasta, definitely. So peak, y'all should check it out. It's very good. Cassie Cube asks a bunch of questions, Jesus. If you want to recommend someone else's fan story, which one would you recommend? 1 video format, 1 writing only format. Video format? Chaos Pasta, I guess, and writing only though. You know what, it's pretty much cancelled, but I recommend reading Prelude. It's so weird and surreal, you gotta like experience it firsthand. What do you think is the most insane things to have happened in fan stories? I know, like anything from Scary Pasta, pretty much, honestly. Favorite hideous Godzilla penis pasta memory? It's been a while since I've played it, so I'm just gonna say full arsenal. Recite a random copy pasta from memory now. Hey guys, did you know Vaporeon favorite playable character across all the fan stories? Snowy from Chaos Pasta. I'm giving a lot of like Chaos Pasta appreciation, but in my defense, Chaos Pasta is really good, so I don't care. Any scrapped ideas that were meant for spooky pasta? Not really, honestly. Oh wait, the first spooky pasta, Satire, was meant to have like a Mario Kart level on Rainbow Road against like it would be Godzilla against King Kong. Carbohydrates asks, what is something you like seeing /to see in NGC fan stories and or fan games? Quality. For fan stories, I guess like original playable monsters. Those are always cool to see. Fan games? I know there's not many fan games. I know, I guess, yeah, quality. Reptile asks, when will Guilala be in Monster? I've been waiting since 2024, bro slice. I don't know, man. Probably not next chapter. Jano Man asks, 2 questions. 1, why Yongari specifically for Serped? See, funny thing, it originally wasn't gonna be Yongari, it was gonna be Anguillus, or like Anguirus, but the beta sprite. But because I had kind of come up with that idea after I like watched Chaos Pass for the first time, but then I was like, no, I don't want to just be a complete hack and a fraud. So then I was like, oh, you know, that age of monsters, what else is there other than Godzilla? Yongari. He's pretty similar as well, cause, you know. Number 2, what inspired the creation of Monster? And when I get like really hyperfixated on things, I always think like, what if I made my version of that? Yeah, that's pretty much, Verti Laughs asks, 1, do you have an end goal for your stories, or do you just make it along as you go? Monster, when it first started, since like, after chapter 3, I'd, pretty much fully solidified where I wanted Monster to go. Number 2, what's your favorite part about making stuff? I guess, it being finished. You know, it's satisfying, like, oh my god, I'm finally done with it. And number 3, do you believe in Porifera first, or Tennophora first? I'm gonna pick or. Tark Duckle Duck asks, how much effort does it take to make the chapters? Also, not gonna lie, you have excellent music and SFX taste. First of all, thank you for the compliment, I appreciate it. Second of all, it depends on, like, how much stuff is in the chapter. Lucas IMD Dolan asks, 2 questions. 1, who is your favorite prison boss that you made? Well, I said it earlier, Ofa, currently. And number 2, will Konjin be mentioned in the story in the near future, due to the fact that Plexus takes place somewhere after or in between Monster? So, background for people who don't know. NES Godzilla Plexus is another fan story that connects itself to a bunch of other fan stories as well. So, and one of them is that the protagonist of Plexus, Konjin, gets the game from Anthony. So that's why Lucas is asking this question. The answer is probably not. Like I said earlier, I've already had the whole plot of Monster set in stone for a while. Dalek Dynasty asks, as of yet, we have yet to see a Dark Lord entity like Red or Warlock. Will there be such a figure or entity going forward? I guess, kinda. There'll be an antagonist. I don't know if they're like a Dark Lord. SNB asks, what do you think about the Mega Man W OST? It's pretty good. My favorite track is probably Detonate Man's. Yeah, overall, I'd say it's a very good soundtrack. And what inspired the Prison Keeper's designs and their concept in general? I guess mostly the Sin Demons. Yeah, pretty much just like Sin Demons. But again, Stone the Rock Johnson asks, 1, what are the rules that you followed when making a fan story? I try and adhere to like most of the cartridge rules, which is like no super unfair challenges or whatever. You know, just like the logic of the cartridge. The only other rules I can think of is like trying to stay accurate to the Monster of Monsters art style. And 2, would a fan story where it follows the kaiju's perspective and not the player's perspective sound like a good idea? Yeah, in fact, that was like the main like prompt for Make a Good NGC World 2. It was like either do that or have the player character just be a mean guy, which is what I did. But the other submission, Exusia by A5, does follow like an in-game kaiju's perspective. And it's unfortunately unfinished, but it's pretty dang good. Alright, Q&A time's over. Go home, everyone. Before the video ends, I just want to give a big thanks to the rest of the Transcendence team, and by extension, everyone on the Transcendence Team Discord server. They're all really cool and nice people, and I can't thank them enough for actually liking my shitty little fan stories. Even though they're probably not going to watch this, I'd also like to thank my real-life friends and family. And of course, a big thanks to the, as of recording, 521 people who for some reason subscribed. It's still pretty mind-blowing. I can't thank you all enough. Anyway, sincere time over, cock and ball torture.